Man, so Offset came out to put to bed the rumors about him sleeping with Saweetie, Quavo's ex-girlfriend. Because there's been some crazy rumors. Like we had Nicki Minaj, I think Nicki Minaj said that during her back and forth with Cardi B last week. 6ix9ine even said some stuff about that recently, about that being the reason the Migos broke up. What happened was when Offset and Quavo had they falling out, there was a line. Quavo had them lyrics on a song called Messy, where he said, Carisha, please, cause she too messy, bitch, fuck my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. You wanted the gang, you should have said it, we would have blessed it. Now, for whatever reason, people thought that was in reference to Offset, but obviously that was Lil Baby. Y'all remember that time when Saweetie was seen with Lil Baby shopping and shit like that? That went viral, and there was a back and forth between Quavo and Lil Baby. Quavo responded saying, ain't tripping, we can swap it out. QC the label, that's the gang. But Lil Baby eventually responded in the song, stand on the saying, I don't want your chick, we can't swap it out, alright? But people kept running with the narrative, and I'll show y'all that in a second, about Saweetie and Offset smashing for whatever reason, alright? But Offset addresses that right here while speaking to Keke Palmer.
Was it true to you and Saweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man. And I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch on, but it's something deeper than that. I think that was just like that was a thing that was a bug that I heard. I think people was trying to tear my situation down in that situation.
Mm-hmm. And you think there were business people that were plotting on you both?
For sure.
Yeah, and they were creating you guys, stopping you guys from being strong so that y'all couldn't go together against that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, because I would be seeing I would be seeing headlines and we men, so we don't play those games. We don't even know how to do that. And so it was just like, that was a weird thing though. That was kind of crazy.
I mean, the lengths that people go in our industry to enmesh themselves in your personal life to get certain outcomes in business, their lengths are great.
So is he saying like people is playing games behind the scenes but pushing that story? Like I told y'all, Nicki Minaj was speaking on it. I think I can remember her saying something alluding to that, like it was fact. And then we had 6ix9ine that recently went viral for saying this.
Offset slept with Saweetie. That's why the Migos fell out.
Is that real? Okay, once again.
Nah, let me say this. Let me say this.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. Charleston stepping out of this one too. I can already talk.
All right, so listen
my
to me.
pay grade.
So listen to me. But people gonna try to joke about it and the Vader thing. Those are rats. The game is full of rats.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to go ahead and talk about why he switched up on the dudes that he snitched on because they smashed his girl. That's what he doing. I don't watch his content, but I just seen this go viral and was like, why people keep speaking on this shit like it's fact, and it's not fact at all. But okay, Offset spoke some more about why the Migos broke up, but before we get into that, man, let's tap in with the sponsors for today's video. So there's a reason why I always wear hats in my videos, bro, and it's not because I'm trying to be cool or mysterious. It's because I got this permanent scar on my forehead from a car accident that pretty much messed up my hairline, bro. And it's been years and I've never been compensated for it. Why? Because I didn't have a lawyer. I thought it'd be too expensive or just take forever, so instead of justice I just got trauma in the crooked hairline, man. Back then, getting legal help felt like filing taxes blindfolded. Too much paperwork, endless phone calls, confusing appointments. I gave up before I even started. But now I know there's a reason why I keep my hat collection stacked up. Just like there's a reason that Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. When life hits you hard, you need someone who hits back harder. And Morgan & Morgan, that's a legal powerhouse.
Morgan & Morgan.
They've got over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states. Real talk, they've recovered over $25 billion for over 500,000 clients. Like in Florida, someone was offered $350K and Morgan & Morgan got them $12 million. Another case in Pennsylvania offered $500,000, walked away with $29 million. So yeah, not all law firms are built the same, man. And submitting the claim is super easy. You can go to forthepeople.com/Stacy. All you have to do is provide your name, phone number, zip code, email, the class type, pick one of these things right here, and then describe what happened and start your claim. It's simple like that. It literally takes under a minute. You don't have to get on a phone call, sit in the office, or fax somebody like it's $19.99, dog. You can do it right up from your phone or your laptop. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. And once again, you can just click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on the screen to start your claim. Don't be like me, scarred up and empty-handed, man. Be smart and be ready. I appreciate y'all patience, man, but let's see what's going on. What Offset talking about over here?
So did you think, hey, maybe at some point I could go back to Migos, I do my solo thing, you know what I'm saying? I come back to Migos.
Nah,
it could be,
I don't want to go backwards. You know what I mean?
Really?
I don't want to go backwards. And if I did, it would be on my time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to reach those heights as Migos did as a solo act, and I feel like it's confusing.
Yeah.
When you dip and dab, when you go back and forth with it, and I feel like I love my creative freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, obviously, it's not the same with Take On.
Exactly, and we never. It can never be the same without my boy. So it's like, cause he was the glue, the whole time. He the glue. He the glue to everything. Like okay. You know, in a group, you got egos, man. It's like, we grown men, we got millions of dollars as egos, but homie would humble that at all times. He might go group text. Well, y'all lame. Well, what y'all doing? What we doing? He just kept us as one, like seeing the vision. Cause you know, in the industry, man, all these different people pull you, somebody pull you. You could be this and you could be that, or you the one, or you the one. And Holmes would always like, hey, we doing this for our mamas, and God put us in this position. And like, you would have to respect what he's saying, cause he's not lying. You know what I'm saying? And so when him missing, it's like that glue missing. And then also, I'm just on my own path.
When people like that pass away, especially so suddenly, it had to make you think. You know, what did you think? Because like you saying, like he the glue, he was a good person. You know what I'm saying?
To
like,
be honest with you, I never really said this. Like, I felt like I had that, like, some responsibility was on me, because what if I didn't go solo? What if I just thugged it out with the business not being right? You know what I mean? Maybe we wouldn't even been right there or in that place, because I just know how we move when I'm around a little bit. Like, it's just, I could read the room a little bit more, see, hey, this ain't the play. We need to get up out of here. I'm the one that's gonna say it. And then I wasn't there. So it's like not having control or something like that so close to you. And then people talking, not knowing what they talk about.
That's tough.
Saying he with me, or saying this and that. That's like tough, man. Like, but all I could do is, I feel like I never forget my roots, right? So me pushing, as long as I keep pushing myself, I'm still representing that, because that's still my family. At the end of the day, I'm still Migo. At the end of the day, when I go back to my neighborhood, it's a crew of us, and we Migo. So it don't never go away from me, but I just gotta hold the torch. That's how I feel. I gotta hold it down.
How did that affect your relationship with Quavo? Because I know he was there when Take passed. You know what I'm saying? How was that first conversation coming out of that? Because yeah, I'm sure there is anger, because you're like, what the hell happened? What was y'all doing there? Like, how did y'all get through that, if y'all have?
You know, at that time when that happened, it's like a time for brotherhood. You know what I mean? Everything go out the window. And then I think that, like, with time and space, it's a guilt on both ends, you know what I'm saying, with that happening. Because I know you probably feel like I feel, like our faults and stuff like that, because of what we had going on. And you know, I love Quavo. I think it's just better for us to be on our own different things. Now, we could come back to some maybe a couple years from now. You know what I'm saying? The plan was always for us to be doing our thing as solo acts top, because I feel like that's what separated us as a group. Anyways, like, that's why we were so big and we lasted so long, is because each man could hold their own weight. Quake could go over there and do his thing. Take could do his thing. I could do my thing. We still gonna bring hits solo and as one. And so we got the power to do that, so we just gotta do it. And then maybe, you know, with success on both sides, could bring things back. But I don't know, it's hard.
Damn, a lot to unpack from that, man. The guilt that he feeling though, man. I could relate being the person that's on the P's and Q's where other people just lost into the moment. Because at that point in time, the situation was Quavo was gambling, Takeoff sitting and just being the little nephew, just vibing. While Quavo gambling, and shit gets spicy between two crews. Punches thrown, shots fired. And it was a situation that with hindsight, you like, it was no reason them dudes should have been there, bro. There's no reason that they should have been hanging out like that, dog. But yeah, if you look back to them old school videos of the Migos when Offset was eyeing dude in the crowd and gave him that Falcon punch, you could see the role he played within that crew. So he's always on point. It does seem like he always on point within the crew, trying to make sure he's assessing the level of danger or ops in the area. But as you do grow and get bigger, some things you need to stay away from. So him and Quavo probably got some, feel some guilt in that situation, because, that was an argument that Quavo was having that turned into Takeoff losing his life on some stupid shit. And that trial is still going on, man. So it's a long situation, but that trial is still going on when it turns out they say someone was a security guard that happened to be drinking, that may have shot his gun just aimlessly and ended up hitting Takeoff. That shit was crazy. But as far as the group coming back together, interesting to hear him speak on, you know, wanting to have the ability to be solo, be creative on his own right, you know, and hopefully there may be something in the future they both feel satisfied with their own solo careers. And I think based on what he's saying, there's a lot of pride and ego that goes on in that situation, and the only way that both of them can come back if they both feel satisfied, like, okay, I did my thing. You ain't one up me, because neither one of them, I'm sure, wants to be the one that, okay, my solo career didn't work out, so now I need you. That's what he's saying. Like, my shit didn't work out, so now I need you for success to be able to get some notoriety to keep this thing moving, keep making money from this rap shit. But I like Offset last album. His songs all the time come up on different playlists, and them shit's always smooth. But me personally, I like Migos. I don't know if everyone else like Migos, and it's always an element of that. I like that shit. Quavo, when it comes to his songs, I like Quavo with features. Quavo solo, not always my cup of tea, but within Migos as the chorus guy, most of the times I like that shit a lot. Not a lot towards the end, because I feel like based on the success of some of their songs, they begin to become formulaic, and I never like when people become formulaic with their shit. So like the last Culture album, I wasn't feeling it too much in comparison to the first two. But once again, like I said, I like Quavo with features. He slid all over that Metro Boomin project. Take Me Through There is doing this thing right now. Got that song Drip Barbecue. He's doing this shit too with J Money on there. So man, shout out to Migos, shout out to Quavo, shout out to Offset, and good to hear him clearing up these rooms, because that shit has been wild and people been running with that story. So that right there for sure should put a button on that, man. But Ado, y'all gotta let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. Me, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.